Hey, good morning and happy Monday to everybody. Just checking over here, make sure we're working on X. Oh, let's see. Yep. Okay, let's make sure everyone can hear us over there. Get this party
Just checking
started.
over here, make sure we're working on
Yeah,
it.
it looks like it's working. I always like to put a little GM in the chat to get things started for good morning. Welcome, whether you're listening on X or YouTube Live or listen to the recording. Happy Monday. We've been having kind of a bleed out for the last 3 or 4 days. Got rejected off that 200-day moving average, and now we're down a little bit. We shall see where this week leads us. Though futures were looking very, very red, and now they're not looking too bad. So market opens in about 3 minutes, but right now the futures NASDAQ looking positive 0.45. The Dow futures is looking negative 0.06. S&P 0.12. So not looking terrible. We shall see. Bitcoin 77,397 right now, or 310. It's down 1.2% for the day and obviously 4.4% for the week. So we're not loving that by any means. We've got Ethereum. We've got Ethereum coming in at 2,143. Like I said, this is right as the market's getting ready to open. 2,143, down 2.1% for the day. And the weekly chart is obviously, take a look at that. Oh, absolutely horrible. The hourly chart, we've been up a little bit, but anyway, we'll focus now on the daily chart. XRP, $1.38.9, down 2.1% for the day, 4.5% for the week. And Solana, $85.18, down 1.4% for the day, 10.2% for the week. So not great, but we'll see what happens on the market. We'll start looking at some news. We were having a pretty good free fall. I think this news about Saylor, I talked about it over the weekend on my TikTok updates. He posted, let me show you, actually, I'll show you here. He posts these bubbles when he's getting ready, these orange dots, right? So this is the one right here. He posts this, and he wrote on there, big, oh no, let's go back. Let's go back to the post. He wrote big dot energy. So, because he posts these orange dots, that was kind of funny. But then he comes firing out today. Holy crap. He comes rolling out today with a massive 24,869 Bitcoin purchase for $2.01 billion. Basically paid almost 81,000 per Bitcoin. Now he pays a little more because he's buying OTC. He's not buying on the open market. Obviously, it would be crazy, but yeah, huge buy. Huge buy. He's now sitting on 843,738 Bitcoin that he acquired for an average price of 75,700. So realize he paid way over market what we are today. We're sitting at, take another look at Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin right now, 77,835. He paid 81 almost. He paid like 4,000 over, but he doesn't care. There's no other way for him to buy that. And this is all because of his great strategy with STRC. Hey, Mr. Heine, founder of the Heine community, says good morning and happy Monday. Coming at me live on YouTube, which is cool because have a lot of followers on X, but not that many on YouTube. So I think when some of my OG friends here jump over on YouTube, might help my YouTube algorithm a little bit, which is up and down. I think I have just over 100 followers. Nothing crazy, but anyway, good to see you. A great space today on his space. They do a space every morning at basically 6:30, and I think it's at 7 on the weekends. But great little community. Got a token, some stuff. They're all about education, though, to be honest with you. So great community and very supportive of everything I do out here. So appreciative of those guys. So good to see Mr. Heine there coming at me from the YouTube as well. So good to have you. Seeing more people join on X. Look, we've been in a downslide. I don't know if the futures were looking pretty bad all night, and then all of a sudden they popped back this morning, and maybe we found a bottom. Obviously, we got rejected off the 200-day moving average, and that's not good. Right now, we're kind of in limbo. Question, do we go back to 80 now, or do we go down to 74, 75? So, and then I think it changes too when Saylor comes out and buys $2 billion. I think he's only skipped 2 weeks in like the last 25 to 30 weeks, but man, he's done this before, but that is some serious big dot energy there. So good stuff. Market's been open now. Couple minutes. We'll look at a little more news, and then we'll go see. Like I say, markets, we're looking a little in the green as far as the TradFi markets are concerned, and Bitcoin looked like it was going to maybe it found a bottom. We shall see. But yeah, shout out to Saylor, man. Dude's crazy. Malta, little small country there, but pretty cool country, actually, just south of Italy there in the Mediterranean. There became the first country to give every citizen free access to ChatGPT. 574,000 residents. So interesting. They'll all have it and can use it, and hopefully can help their society. So anyway, very, very interesting. Now, BlackRock doubled down on their strategy with another massive MSTR investment. They just bought another 535 million worth of MSTR. They increased their stake by 21.5. So institutional confidence in Bitcoin Treasury Company remains strong despite volatility. That's a heck of a show of support for what Michael Saylor's doing, from the biggest asset holder in the world, really biggest money manager in the world, if not the biggest, one of the very biggest. So yeah, that was interesting. I saw this and it was very interesting. 72% Americans feel they can never achieve the American dream per realtor.com. And I see why, right? The average age of first-time home buyers like 58 years old or something like that. It just is crazy, right? With inflation going up, prices going up, all kinds of stuff. It's interesting. But so I see how everyone feels like that. However, they just don't know about Bitcoin, because all you really probably need to do is just dollar cost average, hold Bitcoin, and don't panic. It's just like people buying real estate way back when. I went and stayed with some friends on I think it was a 50,000 acre, just shy of 50,000 acre ranch in Texas, year and a half or 2 years ago. It was awesome. And I was talking to the owners who knew my wife's grandpa, big, like famous in the sheep breeding world. Anyway, so they knew my wife's grandpa and her uncle. Anyway, the wife was saying her great grandpa would ever bought it for 10 cents an acre. Now the ranch is worth like, $50 million. But anyway, I thought about it. That's the same opportunity we have with Bitcoin. It's truly like buying real estate way back, like great grandpa, like around 1800 or something like that. I believe it's that good of an opportunity. So I see where everyone's coming from, but the real reality is we truly just need to buy and hold Bitcoin. And it's just like our parents, grandparents, whatever bought a house. I remember when my mom first moved to Utah, she bought a house on like a third of an acre, maybe a half acre for $30,000. That's a $600,000 house right now. See how we're doing, seeing how the market's opened up. Now, 6 minutes into trading. Welcome everyone that joined me live on YouTube and X. Good to have you here. Kind of an interesting week. We kind of been bleeding down. Looked like it was going to get worse, but now I'm hoping we found the bottom. Well, looks like right now, futures at exactly zero on the NASDAQ, 0.05 positive, Dow down 0.06, S&P 0.04. When you see this, it's uncertainty. Nobody really knows. This is about as flat. You rarely see it this flat, but that's what I'm hearing, at least in the first 7 minutes. Nobody knows what to do. Everyone's sitting still. And we'll go through the news and kind of come up with something. Hey, Mr. Heine. Hey, coming at cool, man. Doubling my listeners right there. Mr. Heine's on X and on YouTube. So appreciate that. Yeah, it's obviously I get a lot of followers. A lot of people watch live on X, very few on YouTube, but most of those are also good. Hey, there's Scott too from the Heine community. See, I told you these guys are a great community. They're all about education. It's the best first show. Scott too is our official sports guy, because I don't know that much about sports. The only thing I know more about sports than him is MMA. It was really the only sport I know about anyway. But yeah, it told me there was a big upset, I guess, in the NBA. Now down to the Final Four. Can't remember who he said lost, but a big upset. So that was good. But yeah, Joe, his show is great. They talk about the market. It's the first show that talks about the market. They've got some great people in their community, good TA guys, good fundamental guys. So it's the best place to catch the market. And also great place to, just to get community, get educated, especially if you're newer to crypto, and get support. Sometimes you need it in the bad days. Of course, there was the big, not UFC, it was Jake Paul's promotion that usually does boxing, their first foray into MMA with Netflix. It was pretty good. Ronda Rousey fighting Gina Carrera. I mean, it only lasted 17 seconds, but if you realize there's a lot of, I think like Ronda Rousey, it didn't surprise me one bit. I was hoping she wouldn't get her down so fast, but because Gina Carrera is a decent striker, probably better than Ronda Rousey, to be honest with you. So I was hoping to go a little longer, but Ronda Rousey's like a silver medalist or bronze medalist in judo. She's finished probably 10 people under a minute, 8 or 10 people, just because, or under in the first round. She throws you, you kind of try and defend, get your arm, and boom. Probably like, honestly, 99 out of 100 dudes off the street that think they're tough, she could probably tap you out like with that same thing. I mean, if you haven't fought like an Olympic, I've not fought, but I've trained. When I was fighting on the Taiwan team, I would train all different people on their Olympic team. Those judo guys, I mean, they're not good strikers, but there's in a million years, you're never going to throw one of those guys once or get them off balance. So anyway, it was good. Francis Ngannou, of course, saying, yeah, if you know MMA, I don't think you thought any of that was, but I think it was good to have competition. They were paid well. I'm becoming a big fan of Jake Paul. He's doing good stuff out there, paying doing some good promotions. I mean, just good to have competition. Good to have, like Francis Ngannou, probably the top heavyweight, or definitely one of them. Dude's a beast, and he doesn't. He got out of his contract with the UFC, so didn't really got into boxing. Did pretty good with Tyson Fury. Got decimated by the other guy that Jake just fought. Got torn apart by him. It was interesting. He was able to give Tyson Fury. I think he just rocked him early on. The dude likes rocks some people are way better than him. He's just such a beast with his hands. But anyway, good. I thought it was entertaining, and like I say, not that unexpected if you understand MMA. And Ronda Rousey finishing someone in the first round is what other than the two or three fights that she had that she got beat, where someone was able to keep them from taking them down, and they're better than her on her feet. But yeah, anyway, that was entertaining, and but anyway, good to see everyone here. Yeah, so let's see how Bitcoin's taking this. See how we're doing. It was kind of dumping hard until Sailors reported that buy. Let's look at the hourly here. I think that's what matters. Obviously coming down. Look on the daily, the lowest we hit looks like 76.7. So yeah, we're not too far above that, but yeah, we see we had a little pump before the market, and then we kind of dumped down. So yeah, we'll see what happens later. Not great. Officially, let's just look at the daily and weekly. Officially down 1.7 on the day, 4.8 for the week. Ethereum 21.27 got down to just close to 21 there. So yeah, we're not too far off the lows of the day, but down 0.3 or 3% for the day, 8.3% for the week. XRP at 138.5 pennies, down 2.4% for the week, 4.8. So question is, can we sustain and maintain going down farther? Solana 84.63, down 2.1% for the day, almost 11% for the week. And you can see, let's go back to Bitcoin. You can see on the daily, got up there a little bit, got a little bit of a rally yesterday. It's kind of ground down, rallied a little bit this morning, and now we're down. Question is, can we maintain it? Can we hold it? Or are we going lower? Reality, no one knows. A lot more bearish. Look, we're in a bearish trend on the weekly. We just barely popped out of that bearish trend that we've been in for months and months and months and months, right? Kind of came out of it on some of the time frames, like the daily and stuff, but never really broke out of it on the weekly. Got rejected off the 200-week moving average. That's not a good thing. Saylor coming in and buying $2 billion might have helped put in a bottom. I mean, he himself might put in a bottom, but there's a lot more talk now. We're going down to 60,000, sub 60, whatever, low 70s, and we don't know. That's why I say the best. Now, if you're a short-term trader and you need to choose the direction that it's more critical, for the most part, I do my grid bots. I buy when it goes down. I sell when it goes up. Simple. It's kind of like I tell people hunting rabbits with a shotgun rather than a rifle. You just kind of point in the general direction, pull the trigger. But nonetheless, it is what it is. We don't know. We're in kind of a, we had a real weird week last week. We obviously had great news with Kevin Warsh getting done. We had a big summit with China. We had bad economic news. I mean, that's where we are. It was kind of an up and down. Doesn't surprise me that we kind of bled out. And also traditional markets are doing really good. Also, you've got bond yields way up, and now you got oil going up. So, I mean, just not a great environment. Not a great environment for a risk on asset, which is kind of how Bitcoin's treated. I'm still bullish long term. Short term, it's really tough to say. I don't know which direction. I mean, we have technically we're losing some support, and we're heading back down. Technically speaking, fundamentally with things like Saylor buy-in, the Clarity Act, Kevin Warsh, NVIDIA earnings coming out this week and stuff we'll talk about. It's hard to say, but it is really, we're in one of those times when we're in an area where we don't know. 77,000 roughly, not horrible, but could we see mid 70s, low 70s, get into the 60s? It depends. I mean, we are traditionally, they say sell in May and walk away. I don't think that's good advice this year, but I mean, who knows? Maybe it is. A lot of decent news out today, though. I think obviously nothing bigger than Strategy buying another $2 billion, because what he's doing is he's using this 11.5% interest on this, this fixed return paid monthly. They're voting now to maybe pay it every 2 weeks. He's getting insurance companies and people very attractive fixed price and then he takes that money and he buys Bitcoin with it. So he's bringing money that would never be in Bitcoin. It's absolutely ingenious, right? And it's working very well. Very, very well. Hey, Coach Master GM, another OG buddy from X coming at me from YouTube. I think my friends from X being on YouTube is definitely helpful for my algorithm over there. I just want to reach some more people. I should have started most of these big guys that you see out there, all the top YouTubers. I was doing this when they had 1,000, 1,200, 2,000, 3,000 followers. So probably should have done this a long time ago, but I was too busy making money to have time to talk about it. But CoinZoom got listed on Bitmart today. It's up a little bit. Let's see. It's up 11% for the day, but it got all the way down around a penny. Now we're sitting at 1.53 pennies. So penny and a half. So that's cool. Good to see that going. It's look, I think everyone should do it. I think we're seeing it starting to move a little bit. I think we're now on Mexi and we're on a Bybit. Like I say, everyone should be. It's a U.S. regulated exchange, great on ramp, off ramp. The card's the best crypto card out there, available in 152 countries. CoinZoom itself, we have customers in 202 countries. So pretty much, if you're not on the OFAC terrorist list, you can pretty much, and I don't know, maybe Canada. I'm not sure. I think you can sign up for Canada. We had a card in Canada, but they're screwy up there. But anyway, cool CoinZoom. We're going to start a super affiliate program late summer, early fall. We'll be able to refer people and help them, teach them how they can learn how to use their card. I earned 5% back. I went on a grocery run Saturday to get a gallon of almond milk, which turned into a whole basket full of crap by the time my wife got done texting me. $100, and I earned 5% back using my my CoinZoom card. So let's hit through the news, and then we'll check on how the markets are doing one more time. Italy's largest bank, Intesa Sanpaolo, more than doubled its crypto ETF holdings to 235 million in quarter one. They added XRP ETH exposure while increasing their IBIT and ARC21 shares. So, they're getting the big banks are starting to stack crypto, a little at first and then lots down the road. This from my guy Sosbo. I haven't looked into it much, but I guess on Hyperliquid now you can trade SpaceX shares. So basically, it's some people who got in on the IPO have digitized their shares, and you can trade it. I'm going to look into that. I haven't looked into it. Do your own research. I think it's a legit platform, obviously, but I don't know how these things are overpriced, underpriced, how legit that is. You're obviously taking some third-party risk, whoever got access to those early IPO shares, but could be an opportunity. I don't know. Looking forward to trying that. Thank you for my guy Sosbo, for a longtime friend from X over there. Coach Master, need to get that 5% level. Yeah, currently at 2. Yeah, it's easy to get to 2, even 3%. I don't think there's a 4%, but that 5% levels, 300,000 tokens, which right now that's $4,500. But even if you can get to the 2 and 3%, it adds up. It adds up fast. But hopefully we can get. I'd like to see everyone get there before really. It'd be great. Think you have 300,000 tokens, they go to $1 or $2. That could be buy you a really nice car or not even an average house in America, but some places you can still get a good house. Some countries you can get a mansion. So But yeah, appreciate it. I love to see everyone there using their cards, posting them using their cards. That's awesome. I'm super excited about it because I think it's a great product and hoping that Zoom token sees some appreciation as more people find out about it and begin to use the platform. And it's bar none the best crypto card out there. And it's not even close. Nobody else is even close. Nobody else can you just sell it on the fly, right? I pay an ETH, Bitcoin, Pepe coin, XRP, everything. I literally don't even have to sell it first. I just choose what I want to spend and it does it for me. So, yeah, it's not even close the best card out there. And I've used a lot of them. But use one of them, even if you don't like CoinZoom, great. Use something. You're spending money anyway. Why not be earning free crypto? Tether invests in LemFi to expand its stablecoin powered remittances across the emerging market. This deal will support USDT integration as a settlement layer across Africa and Asia, aiming to replace slow SWIFT routes with faster and lower cross-border payments, which is exactly what we're trying to do with CoinZoom. It's in a centralized form, but yeah, right now, if I have a friend in Africa, I can Zoom me them crypto or cash instant and free. They can spend it on their CoinZoom card. So we're going after that same $1 trillion international remittance. We're doing it in a centralized way, but we've already got it solved. Why do you think Visa partnered with us? For that exact reason. And they're going to start doing some commercials and stuff for us later this year as well. Bitcoin Depot, one of the largest Bitcoin ATM networks, filed for Chapter 11. Looks like they're going to wind down and liquidate all their stuff, probably because of the legal stuff and just, I don't know, I guess it's not a good business model. They don't charge 17% fees, and maybe it would be, but I don't know. But Morgan Stanley, this is interesting. They didn't hear about it in this clip, but they're saying that Morgan Stanley is going to have like a bonus paying people up to $1,500 to sign up for E-Trade. I'm sure it's how much you deposit. We see that a lot in the perps exchanges, bonuses and stuff. But anyway, I think that's pretty cool. Trump accepts temporary lifting of Iran oil sanctions. Tasnim reports the U.S. accepted a temporary OFAC waiver on Iran's oil sanctions during the negotiation period. So interesting. Love to see. I mean, this is something that could definitely help out crypto and the markets in general. Is get this deal resolved to an amicable way, and everyone can move forward. Capital B, a French public company under the ticker symbol ALCPB, just snapped up another 102 Bitcoin. They now stand at 3,135 Bitcoin. Teeny compared to Sailor, but important nonetheless. Pretty soon, every public company is going to be holding some Bitcoin in their reserves. Maybe not to that level, but the House Agriculture Committee urged President Trump to fill 4 vacant CFTC seats because don't forget the Clarity Act is going to give a lot more control to the CFTC. So he needs to get that done. Yeah, see a good news day today. All this happening. ETH, oil up, ETH down, market panic over a record inverse correlation. Tom Lee calls it short-term noise. Okay, economic events this week. Pending home sales data next tomorrow. I'm sure that'll be terrible. Wednesday, FOMC meeting minutes. We can get an insight to what they were thinking, what they were debating, what they were discussing, and NVIDIA earnings. That's always huge. Man, if NVIDIA ever meets the day, if they ever misses the day they miss, but I don't think that's going to happen, could really rock the market good to the good side. Few other things too. Manufacturing index, a few other things, but yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday is a big day with the FOMC minutes and NVIDIA earnings. And then last thing I saw before I was getting ready for the show, Pakistan just delivered a revised Iranian peace proposal to the U.S. So let's hope we see a peace deal soon. Let's go back over here and let's see how the markets are treating everything. Haven't heard much. Like last last week with the China summit, it was like the war wasn't, nothing happened there. We forgot about it. Now it's very quiet, but let's see if I know Trump would like to get something resolved. Oh yeah, 56.52. Yeah, I did. Sazboy showed his thing here. Let me bring it back up here. Yeah, the pre-IPO trading on Hyperliquid. I'm definitely told everyone to DYOR, do your own research, because I don't I don't know about it. But yeah, that was gosh dang, I didn't think it was this far back. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Hyperliquid trading. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. Valuation, everything. Just because it's trading doesn't mean it's valuation's going to be good. But yeah, it is interesting, and you're obviously taking on some kind of third party risk. But do your own research. But it could be a great opportunity. I'm definitely would love to play in that. If the valuation looks decent, I'm definitely going to probably mess with that. I don't do anything much on Hyperliquid now, but cool. And we may be able to see this over a few other exchanges too. Someone who got into that early pre-sell, they basically tokenize their shares and then offer it as trading on, and now it's on Hyperliquid. So I think that's interesting for sure, for sure. Oh, that's my grid bots over there on BitUnex. It's a slow side, but let's see how we're doing. Right earlier, we're now 30, almost 30 minutes into it. Feel free to join me over on the GM Bitcoin Morning Show on X Space here in a minute, coming up, couple minutes. I'd what a pathetically slow website Yahoo is. Give it another few seconds. Okay, NASDAQ up 0.16, Dow up 0.45, S&P 0.26, so that's good. Let's just take a look at, I have to refresh this as well. We'll just have a look at Bitcoin. So the traditional markets have bounced a little in the first 30 minutes. Let's see how our beloved Bitcoin is doing here. See if it's popped up a little. So there it is on the daily. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. It hasn't bounced much. This is the hourly. This is the daily. Yeah, it's bounced off the bottom, but not much. We'll see what happens. Anyway, appreciate everyone. Phil, I got to jump over to the GM Bitcoin Morning Space. Jump over there. Come up and share your ideas. Introduce yourself. Have a few more co-hosts and speakers over there. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining me live, and we'll see how this week pans out. Where do we go? It's kind of tricky to know right now, but it will begin to figure it out as the days go on.